good. Just be careful of the cord.
Yeah. Fine, how you doing?
Pretty good.
No, right there.
Be careful of the cord.
The order, Mr. Martin there, Mayor Alt there, two next to him, then Michel, then Mr. Boyer. Okay. Everybody's got a seat. Stop it. No Boyer, go on. Everybody ready? You ready? Oh, I didn't know we had matching glasses. Huh? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Is it on? Okay, yeah, put it up. Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me and my guests from Switzerland great pleasure to see that the Miller Lite Montreux-Detroit Jazz Festival is entering its second decade. Doesn't second decade sound better than just 10 years? For 11 years, this festival has provided countless hours of jazz, some of the finest local, regional, state, national, and international talent. It is now the largest free jazz festival in North America, and it keeps on growing every year. Our lineup, we've issued the lineup before, but just to remind you the great talent that we have coming, including Dizzy Gillespie, and for the first time, Branford Marsalis, welcoming back pianist Michel Petrucciani, who knocked him out a few years ago up the DIA, and we're going to have sun tonight for Carmen McRae. We gave her rain 3 years ago, but still the fans came out to hear her, and she really appreciated it. I know she's going to appreciate the sun, too. This year, I want to highlight particularly 3 exciting events, which are, 2 of them are first, and one is a repeat of something we've done before. On Labor Day, something very special, we're doing the Yardbird Suite, a tribute to Charlie Parker, with a 66-piece band, Dizzy Gillespie, Barry Harris, and Charles McPherson. Latin Night, our first Latin night ever. Tomorrow night with Tito Puente, Airto and Flora Purim, steel drummer Andy Narell, and flautist Dave Valentine in a salsa fest. And a repeat that we did in 1981, a piano summit. This time we're having the piano summit with Detroiters Barry Harris, Bess Bonnier, and Earl Van Riper, and Canadian Oliver Jones. They will perform on Sunday night. Rounding out the festival this year are the ever-popular RAPA House, this time down at the LANSDOWNE for the first time, and the New World Stage in Harmony Park. If you can't make the festival, which is hard to imagine with the nice weather we're going to have that you can't make it, but if you can't make it, you can still enjoy all the great music on WDET-FM Detroit and WEMU in Ypsilanti. And it will be broadcast again this year live around the country on National Public Radio. Obviously, the festival is more than just headlining talent. The backbone, always the backbone of our festival and the backbone of this year's Miller Lite Montreux-Detroit Jazz Festival are the Detroit ensembles who contribute so much to the field of jazz. We are proud to present some 50 area groups on 3 Hart Plaza stages. I dare you to find 50 local jazz groups in other cities of the caliber that we have. Outstanding Michigan high school and college big bands will be showcased in conjunction with the International Association of Jazz Educators, who will be awarding again this year student scholarships and citations. The Jazz Academy clinics conducted by the national artists will continue this year for student, amateur, and professional musicians in association with the Southeastern Michigan Jazz Association. At this time, I would like to introduce to you for remarks Chief Executive Assistant to Mayor Young, Fred Martin. Fred?
Thank you very much, Bob. To Bob, Mayor Alt, Mr. Boyer, other visitors from Switzerland, on behalf of the mayor, I'm pleased to extend greetings to all and a welcome as we kick off the 11th annual Montreux-Detroit Jazz Festival. Some of the jazz world's brightest stars will be performing at Hart Plaza and other Detroit venues for 4.5 days. Detroit, for many years, has been recognized throughout the world for its contribution to jazz in general, and more specifically, for the many fine musicians who learned their craft in Detroit. The Montreux-Detroit Jazz Festival has continued that tradition, and this year's offering is spectacular evidence that jazz is alive and well in Detroit. Not only does this festival feature world-renowned jazz pioneers, such as Carmen McRae and Dizzy Gillespie, but it also spotlights a host of talented local musicians, more than any other festival in the country. And most important, all of these performances, or most of them, are free. And that represents a significant contribution by the city of Detroit and all involved in promoting this music that so many of us love and treasure. On behalf of the mayor and the people of the city, I want to thank Bob McCabe, Detroit Renaissance, Mayor Alt and his associates, Bill Boyer and Miller Light, everyone involved in bringing this affair again to this time in the year in the city of Detroit. And I hope that all of us will enjoy and come and listen to this great music. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Fred. It was nice of you to take it down, Fred. As you know, our festival includes the name Montreux. For 24 years, this great, small Swiss city has put on one of the truly great musical happenings in the world, the Montreux International Jazz Festival. We take great pride in having the name Montreux associated with our festival. At this time, I would like to present to you our guests from Switzerland, so you know who they are. Next to Mr. Boyer, Mr. Michel Ferla from the Office of Tourism. Raise your hand, Michel. Jean-Francois Petinia, the chairman of the Office of Tourism and a great engineer. And finally, I would like to present to you for his remarks, Mayor Frédy Alt. Mr. Mayor, would you now come, please, and with your remarks?
Your glazes?
Huh?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Voilà. It's all right? It's all right. Okay. Mr. Assistant Mayor, Mr. McCabe, ladies and gentlemen, we have also the pleasure to have the presence here of the Swiss Council. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, on this, my second trip to North America, it is once again an immense pleasure to be in our dynamic city and celebrate with you the special relationship which our two cities enjoy as a result of the Montreux-Detroit International Jazz Festival. This festival is today an acknowledged success thanks in no small measure to Bob McCabe, president of Detroit Renaissance, and his associates, who for the past 11 years have been responsible for organizing this event. The Montreux International Jazz Festival will, in 1991, be 25 years old. A very special year indeed, as Switzerland will also be celebrating its 700th anniversary. Claude Knobs, founder and director of the festival, is already putting together an exceptional offering of music from all over the world for this event, and it will be our pleasure to organize an extraordinary Montreux International Jazz Festival Day here in Detroit at this time next year. My colleagues Jean-François Petignat and Michel Ferla and I wish this year's Montreux-Detroit International Jazz Festival every success and hope that you will enjoy listening to the Montreux International Jazz Festival ambassador François Lindenmann and his octet. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Just one. And now, Mr. Assistant Mayor and Mr. McCabe, I shall and will for you the 25th Montreux Jazz Festival poster, which was designed by a renowned Swiss artist, Mr. Max Bill.
Very good. Huh? Class. Okay. Classy. Classy.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Whoops. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. You put it down. You put it down there.
This is it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You may come in now.
Hmm? You just put it there? Yeah. Okay. There you get a chance to see the future. In 1989, we had the good fortune to begin our association with Miller and established last year the first Miller Lite Montreux-Detroit Jazz Festival. We're glad that our Miller Lite partners are back again. We hope they'll be back for many years to come. I would like at this time to introduce to you Mr. Bill Boyer.
Thank you, Bob. On behalf of Miller Lite and the Miller Brewing Company, it gives us incredible pleasure, of course, to be a key sponsor of the largest jazz festival in North America. Bob talked about moving into the second decade with this incredible event, and this is our second year with this event, but it is the first year of 3 more years. So we have 2 more years coming up of our sponsorship of this activity. So we're moving along with Detroit and this great festival into that next decade, and hopefully it'll go a lot further than that, just the beginning. Okay. I think I'm going to propose a toast here.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, I think there is a beer company out that has a slogan that might be appropriate for this. I can't seem to think what that might be right now. So without a lot further ado, let's propose a toast to America's greatest city, Detroit, America's greatest festival, and Miller Lite, we think certainly, and I hope you agree, America's finest low-calorie beer.
Thanks very much, Bill. Well, let the festival begin, and let's hear the great sounds again of the U.S. Navy Commodores. Gentlemen, the stage is yours. Thank you all for coming. And you, good job. You want to get the poster? Did somebody get the poster? Huh? You want to leave it there?